I'm explaining that because they don't have a payphone anymore. I've never seen one in 10 years. All right. But I'm in this payphone, and these are common. And I'm in the booth. I have the door shut. I'm talking to my best friend. Okay? Talking to Raul on the phone. And, you know, I could be a loud person, so I might be talking a little loud. Okay? Point being is talking on the phone, then all of a sudden I hear somebody screaming. So I open the door and I look up, and in the second floor up there is homeboy, and he's out in his robe. And he's screaming at me to shut the F up. I'm looking at him, I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? He's like, I work graveyard. I work graveyard. You need to shut the F up, I'm sleeping. And I look at him like, it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't care what time you're looking at. It's a public phone. Mind you, it costs $0.25 then. I just already put $0.25 in there. You know? Gave him a little finger, told him to F up. You can kiss my nuggets. Go back in, talking on the phone. I'm like with my boy Raul, and he's like, hey, what the hell was that? I go, some dickweed in his little robey up there is telling me to shut up, and it's 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm on public phone. I spent $0.25. Then all of a sudden, the door opens up, and I see a fist coming, and got a boom right in my face. And down I go, and the door opens up, and I see a fist coming, and got a boom right in my face. And down I go, and the only thing that stops me from going out, because I think I was out for a second, was I was still holding on to the phone, and when I got to right about here, the phone jerked me, because I was holding on to it, and I think I woke up. And then I can hear Raul saying something there, but what I remember most is this. Homeboy's face right here. Are you gonna shut up? He said, are you gonna shut up, or do I need to continue to beat ya? And all I could remember is like, I'm gonna shut up. And then he was good. The weirdest thing was this. After he said that, the only thing I can remember after that was seeing his naked ass. The thing I can remember after that was seeing his naked ass. I'm laying down here like this. I can see his naked ass walking away in the road. And hearing Raul screaming on the phone. I don't know what he's saying. Still holding on to it though. I never let go of it. I'm holding on to it as I get up. Get there, and of course he's like, hey, what the hell is going on? I was like, and I explained it to him. Dude, I was telling you, homeboy, he just laid me out. One punch. Dude, man, I was going, one punch Louie. Homeboy was knocking me out with one punch. And he's like, did you kick his ass? I was like, kick nothing. The phone saved me. I said, I gotta shut up, man. I gotta get out of here. He told me to shut up. I can't be talking. I'm like whispering down. Oh, man. I'm hanging up the phone. Okay? I'm hanging up the phone. Okay? Now, mind you, I don't realize this because I haven't touched anything yet. Okay? But then I realized I think I got like a little, post-nasal drip or something. I go like that. Blood! He has bloodied my nose. He has bloodied my nose. There is blood all over my shirt. Oh my God. Damn. I walk across the parking lot. I get to where my pool is. I go up to where I live with my girlfriend. Mind you, my girlfriend at that time, and she might have been an arm ornament, but what made her an arm ornament was this. She was like top 3 in state competition for swimming. Okay? And she was a healthy lady. Okay? She was built. She's a swimmer. She was built. She's a swimmer. Talking in high school, top 3 in state. Boy, being as I get up there, she opens the door. She's thinking I got beat or robbed. She's looking at me. So I get in the house and I tell her the story. Tell her what happened. I'm on the phone with Raul, homeboy out there in his robe. Shut up. I'm like, hey, spent the quarter. He comes, I don't even know. Boom, bam, down. Yeah, I'll shut up. You bet. Okay? Yeah, you bet I'll shut up. One Punch Louie. I'll shut up. Thank you. And I think, hey, you poor. And I think, hey, you poor baby. You poor darling. Let me kiss you. Let me love you. Hell effing no. Hell effing no. No, not let me kiss you. Let me love you. You know what she says to me? She says, are you effing kidding me? She wants to go over there. We're going over there right now. I will kick his butt. We will not allow this. You will fight his butt. I'm like, look it. I was wrong. The dude said I had showed no respect, flip him off. I took what I deserved. Let's just leave it at that. Mind you, in the back of my head is One Punch Louie. This dude put me unconscious one punch. Okay? Hey. I've always been honest. We went grocery shopping. We come back. We're in the parking lot. We're unloading the groceries. Even thinking about it makes me just scared, kind of. Mind you, I didn't say this earlier, but he was a little bit bigger than me. And he's... Back then they had this thing called Gold's Gym. I think they first started up. He was one of those boys. And I don't mean derogatory, I just mean he, I've never been to a gym, obviously. Now, I should be going to a gym. But point being is he's there working on his truck with this tall, skinny, lanky dude. And I know it's him. But she doesn't know it's him. She doesn't know that it's him. She doesn't know what he looks like. But for a week, she's been spewing about how I'm supposed to go over there and stand up for my manhood and all this stuff. And I'm trying to explain that I really don't want to without, looking like I really was. Like I was afraid. Hey, you're afraid. Whatever. There's no need for conflict. Okay? No need for conflict. He proved it. I'm good with that. That's the way it's supposed to be. I was out of line. I was an idiot. You punched me down, and we're all good. We should just stop. That's the way I felt about it. Obviously, what happened next, he didn't feel that way about it. Because then he recognized me like I recognized him. I didn't say anything because she didn't know who he was. Then he looks over at me and he says to his buddy that was helping him with the car, hey, there's that little dude I punched in the phone booth the other day I was telling you about. And then they both started laughing. And then she just went off on me. Is that him? Is that him? Is that him? She's up in me. Drops the groceries on the ground. Is that him? Is that him? Hey, F you, MFer, she says. And she's all up into me. Is that him? Go over there and kick his butt. Go over there and kick his butt. And I'm like, still trying to tell her. Because I don't want to go over there and try to kick his butt. Trying to tell her, look it, just let it drop. Let him just spew his stuff and let's just get our groceries and go. Nope, she's all on me. And then, of course, obviously, he's going to continue it because he started it. He could have been like me. I was willing to let it go. Because, I mean, unlike him, I was afraid. He wasn't afraid, honestly. Okay? But just let it go. Why do we have to do this? He could have let it go. I knew it was him. He knew it was me. I didn't say anything. He could have not said anything. He already proved it. But now she's involved. You know, I feel kind of bad about this, but then I don't. Because I did everything I could. So what happens is this. She's screaming at me. I need to go over there, and I'm trying to tell her. And then she says, actually, she didn't say that. What he said then was this. That's my point. He wouldn't let it go. He said, hey, are you going to let her speak for you and stick up for you? Are you hiding behind your girlfriend? Oh, she's livid now. Now, instead of her spewing at me, she's spewing at him. Then she's spewing at me again. That I'm supposed to go over there and do something. And then as soon as I start to say what I've been trying to say, let's like just get our groceries and go, she heads over there. She says she's going to take care of it. She's pissed. She says she's going to take care of it. She's pissed. And at that point, he's like saying all kinds of stuff. And then now it's between him and her. And now it's personal. Now he's called her names. Now I have no choice. And I already know what this man is capable of, and I already said he's bigger than me. Whatever. I run over there, man. He starts to come. What's so weird though is that happened a little later, but he starts to come on me. And I'm scared. But I run at him. I'm scared. But I run at him because I know that I only have one shot. And, whatever, I jump on him, man. And he just starts hitting me in my head, punching me. And I got a hold of him. And I think one of the ribs broke. I never went to the doctor or anything. But man, I got a hold of him though. Now I'm pissed. Because you made me do this, and so I just bit right into his face. And then I just, and he's screaming, and he let me go. Now he's rolling on the ground, because there's a piece of his face over there. And I'm giving him the boot, man. You know what the weirdest thing is? Here comes his friend, he's coming at me, man. His friend, he's coming at me, man. But before he can get to me, my girlfriend is on my back. And she's pulling me and choking me, screaming that I'm a maniac. I'm rolling on the ground, she's pulling me down. Now homeboy is up on top of me. By then the police are there. She packed her bags and left that night, said I was psycho. Does she realize that she drove me to that? I tried to say no. What other chance do I have? He could have killed me. Whatever chance do I have? So, as far as the chick, that's history. As far as himself, that isn't. That isn't. Because in the process of everything, I mean, I didn't go to jail or anything for it. It was called there were witnesses everywhere. At that point, there were witnesses everywhere. I mean, this is an apartment complex. This is the parking lot. There were witnesses that said that I didn't want it. They were witnesses to the whole everything. This guy, here's the deal. And I feel bad, but then like I said, I don't. Okay? He had a hole in his face. And so there was a piece there. So when he went to the hospital, there was a piece there that I was supposed to go to the hospital, but I said no. There was a piece of his cheek there. So when he got to the hospital, they, like a thumb or something, they tried to put it back on. I guess there's a thing where the tissue doesn't take the tissue. So it didn't accept the cheek back or something of that nature. I don't know, like I said. This is 1980. They took a graft from his butt and they put it here on his face. Now mind you, we didn't talk after this had happened. The only reason why I know that these things occurred, because it was in the paperwork that I was summoned by, because he was civilly suing me for all the, the medical money and whatever and then of course, the emotional and distress that he suffered from all of that. Now mind you, of course, I didn't get a lawyer, he had a lawyer. Are you watching? See that? That's him. This is me, like I've always been. The judge looked at that and he said, self-defense, in ward of me, defendant. So no case. I didn't have to pay any of that. The one really weird thing is this, okay? Like I said, I never talked to him after that. I never saw him after that incident. As a matter of fact, she left to move back in with her mom, and I think it was about a month later I got a new apartment. Point being is this. We're walking out of the courtroom when all of this is. And I forgot exactly what he said, but I'll never forget what I said to him. Basically, at the end of it, I said, "Thank you, Buttface."